Venice is a place that takes your breath away. It's a city you dream about, romantic and magical with incredible charm. There's no other place like it in the world. There are over 175 canals and 400 bridges that meander through the narrow passageways with the Grand Canal dividing the city in two. Because of its location and being surrounded by water, there's a constant supply of fish and seafood, plus an abundance of excellent vegetables. I'm very excited to meet the cooking Countess of Venice, Enrica Rocca.
Finally!
Who's this?
This is little Soya, who
little
just
Soya.
fell in a canal accidentally,
great.
but you know where we are. It's called Venetian Baptized.
Who's got a real zest for cooking and everything Venetian and Italian. She's had her own restaurant, runs one of the top 10 cooking schools in the world, and I can only imagine what she has in store for our time together. First on the list, the best Bellini in town at the renowned Londra Palace Hotel. I like her already. She insists that bartender Marino makes the only real Bellini in all of Venice.
It's very important to have a fresh Prosecco with open every time, because it's very important with the sparkling cocktails and very with bubble.
He'll only make Bellinis in the summer months, between May and September when the peaches are ripest and sweetest. Most other places will use frozen peaches or nectars, and it just doesn't taste the same.
Grazie Marino!
Cheers.
Cheers, Zita, and welcome to Venice.
Thank you. That's amazing.
You can taste the
peaches
peach.
are so much.
It's very refreshing. You can really taste the white peach. You know, unfortunately today they were not that pink.
It doesn't matter. The
at
sweetness
the
is
core,
there
but
and
you
tart
know,
and sweet.
the purpose
love
of Marino is he
Beautiful.
wants us to taste the peach. The color, you know, would be nice. There are some other barmen who they add raspberry. He doesn't want to.
No
He
color.
says, no, I just want you to taste
Have the natural.
peach.
Oh,
Grazie,
tomorrow for my
Marino.
next one.
Tomorrow.
Grazie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. What a great start to this trip. You have a lot
It's a
planned
good
for us,
idea.
don't you?
I
can't wait to hear.
lots of plans.
What are we doing?
Now we're gonna we're gonna leave this very busy touristy area.
Yeah, it is.
And we're gonna hide away in the area of Canaregio, which is an area which is really for the Venetians.
Canaregio. So what is typically Venetian? Like what's the biggest food for Venetians?
I'll take you to the market tomorrow morning,
Oh.
and then you will see what the real Venetian ingredients are. Most of it comes from the sea, but then you also have an amazing array of vegetables which are grown on the islands in the lagoon and which are considered so special because they absorb the water, the seawater, so they are naturally so much
Salty
more
or have flavor?
Yeah, for sure they have more flavor because of the saltiness.
That's an interesting point because most people think all the food has to be imported to Venice because
no,
it is.
no.
See,
no,
we
no,
get
no,
to
no.
see.
And if they're not produced 100% here in the lagoon, they will come from actually fairly close. And I want you to taste a little bit of food traditions of Venice, which is going for a cicchetto, go for a spritz, go for a glass of Prosecco, go and taste different things. And we're going to eat in a very fancy Michelin-star restaurant. So you can compare the food of the street going towards food, you know, at a higher level.
Well, you know
so
we-
you have everything.
As she promised, Enrica whisked me away to the little section known as Canaregio, away from the tourists and to one of her favorite little bacaras. That's a place where you have little bites of food called cicchetti, kind of like Spanish tapas. This one's called La Cantina, and it's small and cozy inside with a nice selection of wine. All kinds of aged hams and prosciuttos and artisan cheeses. The owner likes to combine the freshest meats and cheeses in his cicchettis. One of his specialties is raw fish. Outside looks like a great spot for people watching, and I'm about to get a sampling of some of those treats and a glass of unfiltered Prosecco.
Okay, Okay, here we are in the traditional bacari in Venice.
Yes, we're going to talk all about baccarat. I'm so curious, but we have some yummies. Let's do our
We
cheers.
have some nice, yummy food. We
This
have
is a nice prosecco.
an unfiltered,
Yeah, you can see the cloudy.
prosecco, still on the yeast,
Good
so you can
bubbles.
really smell the yeast. It smells like bakery.
It smells like a bakery, and actually, has a lot of little bubbles, like champagne does
Yes.
too, more so than
so
regular
very
prosecco.
fine bubbles. Huh?
You could taste it. It's more intense than prosecco, yeasty and nice. So
It's also much drier.
it is dry.
So this is a prosecco that you wouldn't drink by itself.
Yeah.
It needs food.
So explain the whole idea of baccarat. Like it came about. It's like a tapas type.
Well,
thing.
the bacari originally were the places where the wine used to be traded. So, but it wasn't at all Veneto or Venetian wines. It was really wines that came in from mainly from Crete. So made with Malvasia, they were sweet wines, so they could actually cope with time. They didn't have bottles, corks, you know, all this.
Everything went bad.
Exactly, so everything was bad and sweet wines would cope much better. Nowadays, of course, in the baccarat you find Veneto wines, beautiful refined wines. Most people would drink a Prosecco, a Spritz, or a glass of white wine, and then it's served with this Cicchetti, which help you appreciate the wine better. So here we
Kind of
have
fish.
what we call a mazzancolla.
Mazzancola.
It's a big prawn, and it's served with some cucumber and a bit of curry. In the old Venetian cuisine, let's not forget that Venice was in the middle of the trade between the east and the west. So lots of
Indian.
spices were coming through Venice.
Oh, that smells really. I'm ready. Well, I get shrimp flavor after, but it doesn't have the same texture of normal shrimp. It's not as
sweet.
It's sweet and it's
And you can taste the sea because it hasn't been frozen or washed or
Very
anything.
fresh.
As it comes out of the sea, it's shelled, butterflied, and put like that.
And what was the bread? Is it like almost
It's
looks
a
like a wheat?
multigrain.
Oh, it's multigrain.
Multigrain.
Really good.
And
Oh,
this
wheat?
is foie
Oh, it's
gras,
multigrain.
so which
Alright,
is
foie
obviously
gras.
not at all Italian. It's very French. Served with some almonds and a bit of fig for the sweetness. Because you know that traditionally, foie gras they always serve with 𝐓𝐢𝐿𝐦𝐩𝐬 with a Sauterne wine. Okay. So here he replaced the sweetness with the fig because it's now the season of figs is starting. So it's nice.
Oh, that's good foie gras. It's a little, it's warm. You just seared it a little bit. And the nuts, the almonds really make that good. Okay, so this last one is like a little
Pastry.
with quail, you said?
Yes, with a quail breast, gorgonzola, and a walnut.
Not sure how to eat that one.
No,
actually.
you just put it in one bite. Yeah. Lots of textures. Huh?
Very good. Really runny cheese, hard nut, and that pastry on the outside.
Here, I personally find that the pastry is a little bit overpowering.
I was just going to say, I don't actually get the quail.
Yeah, because the pastry is a bit overpowering.
Yeah.
I agree.
So with all Cicchetti, it could be anything, I guess. Anything small and
Anything
easy.
which is one maximum
One
two
bite.
bite size.
Nice, that's good.
That's what a Cicchetti is. But tomorrow, when we go to the market, I'm going to take you to a place where the Cicchetti are less sophisticated, made more with local produce and only local produce, and you will see that the area is infinite.
Well, that's delicious. Can't wait for more. Thank you.
Now we're going to our next place. It's a little trattoria called Da Beppi. This place, it's really traditional, and Enrica says it's where it's best to get 5 or so different small plates or antipasti and enjoy trying a variety of flavors.
We are now in a real traditional little trattoria in a place where not too many tourists come, real Venetians, and we're eating super traditional things. You have the spider crab, which in my opinion is much more delicate than any crab, any lobster or whatever. You have, this is a whole baby cuttlefish. Look how big it is. Huh?
That's the whole thing.
A
Yeah.
whole thing, and it's
it's
served on a
fried?
polenta, and they make it black by adding some cuttlefish ink.
It's incredible.
Here we have some fresh scampi served with the castraure, which are the first artichokes. And they call it castraure because then they cut it off by castrating the plant, so you strengthen the
poor
plant.
plant.
That
Okay.
will afterwards will actually produce between 18 and 20 artichokes throughout the season. And that's here we are. We have tapas eating food. So we're here, the two of us. We have 4 or 5 things in front of us. We pick with our forks, enjoy a glass of wine. That's it.
Yeah, this lovely wine.
Make it easy.
This would be a traditional dinner a couple would go out for.
Absolutely, and this place is just known for its antipasti. I would suggest people coming here, you have 10 different antipasti. It's nice to come here, 6 friends, have 10 different antipasti, maybe a pasta
It's the
afterwards.
best way to eat, isn't
yes.
it? I think it's great. So this is that polenta with this.
With colored with the black ink. So you see you see how the black ink. People think it's only coloring, but it actually has a
It
flavor.
does have a flavor, and it makes the polenta nice and creamy. It keeps it nice and
Exactly.
creamy. That's great.
And gives it a flavor. So you were asking me why, who had the idea of the black ink? I don't think
Yes.
anybody had the idea.
They just
it was
knew
about you had to use everything in a
right.
product because food was so scarce. So one day, and
it was there. Let's
it
do
was
something.
there. So let's do something with it.
Fabulous. So good.
We got back in the boat to go change for dinner, but because I mentioned I never had a Spritz, Enrica makes a pit stop so I can get one. Isn't she the best?
So it's my first spritz.
Your first spritz. I can't believe you never had a spritz.
No, I have spritz. You know, spritzers are wine with soda.
With soda, which
And
was
this-
the original spritzer in Venice too, because the spritzer came from the Austrian domination. So they brought the idea of the spritzer, but the Venetians said, oh, this just wine with water sounds
Right,
quite
we need to
boring.
make
So
it
they said,
exciting.
let's put something more exciting in there.
So what's the orange stuff?
It's Aperol, but we can do it also with Campari, or the original one was with Select, in between the Aperol and,
And the Campari, which is nice and red. Ah, okay.
So it's redder, but it's not as strong as Campari, which is
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
heavy in
yeah.
alcohol, not as light as the
This is
Aperol,
nice.
but it's lovely.
Yeah, because Campari can be very bitter. And so
Exactly,
this
it's
makes- this is-
bitter, and particularly it's 16 degrees of alcohol, so it's not like if you drink 2 of those in the middle of the afternoon, you're not going to go
I
very
know,
far.
you're gonna go nowhere.
With 2 Aperol Campari, you can still go.
This is great. It's a
and,
perfect summer
face
drink.
the day. No, it's lovely.
So do they drink with every meal in Venice, do you think, pretty much? Or they start...
Yes, people do drink with every meal. At lunchtime, people might have just a prosecco, but I mean, they will still
have something. And then siesta.
something. Yeah. No,
That's
well,
why we have siestas.
we still have a long way to go.
We have a long way, I know. This is a nice little stop on the way. Thank you. You knew I wanted to have a spritz. You made it happen. Thank you. It's great.
Absolutely.
Love
In
it.
Venice, anywhere you go, you can have a spritz. Honestly, you
Yeah?
can almost
Drink your way
even,
around.
Even at the nursery school, if you ask a spritz, I'm sure they will give it to you.
Tastes great.
Oh, and then on
It's kind of like a spritzer, but with a little extra zip.
This is excellent.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's really good.
Now I'm ready for our big night at the Michelin-starred restaurant 𝐓𝐢𝐻𝐢𝐬𝐿. It's a very pretty, family-owned restaurant run by the Martin family on a quiet street not far from the Rialto market.
Ciao Mara! Posso presentarti Zita che
Chef Mara is a phenomenal cook. She actually didn't have any formal training, but learned it all from her grandma back when her grandma had a restaurant. We first get a traditional fritto misto dish. This portion is huge.
Here you have a really traditional Venetian fritto
Fritto misto. Yes,
So
I've heard
fritto misto of pesce e verdura. So you have the baby cuttlefish. Look at it. Look at the
know,
size
I
of this
know.
cuttlefish.
It is a baby.
They're called the July cuttlefish because you only find them of this size in July.
So
and
there's
then
a
you have
season.
the very famous moeca, soft shell crab.
Ah, we can eat the whole thing.
And you only find them twice a year. In the winter, the male changes the shell. In the summer, it's the female. So
Has
a
a nice
nice thing
texture.
about the fritto misto Well, anything which is deep fried. In Venetian, we say you should eat it a scotta deo. Now, a scotta deo means while it still burns your fingers. Because when you eat deep fried fish, because of the fatness, it is nicer when it's hot. So the Venetians determined that the perfect heat to eat a fritto misto is while it's still
hot enough in your
slightly burns in your fingers. So a scotta deo.
Now she's cooking up her risotto dish for us. Oh, there's lots of herbs in there. Lots of wild herbs from her garden with nice flavors.
But what's the kick at the end? That nice, like peppery kick at the end.
The pepper.
Pepper.
Very simply, good quality black
pepper. That, you can
now
smell
the
it when
best peppers in the world come from Southeast Asia. So Kerala, Sri Lanka, Indonesia.
And the wine we get, a 𝐓𝐢𝐻𝐸, which cuts the sweetness and gives good balance to a dish like this.
Again, acidity balances nicely.
Well, the aromas are so minerally, and then the body is so full, and with the risotto, with that little tang of the fish, and then the minerals from the wine, it's perfect.
The
𝐓𝐲𝐻𝐸,
sweetness that you have of the rice.
Now the main course, a duck dish. It's got small peppers and onions, kind of like a compote, and the duck. And it's just a really rich dish. We get a good, full-bodied 𝐓𝐢𝐻𝐸 Ripasso wine. It's big and rich and just right with the duck.
This is a strong dish, so you need a wine with
that's
body.
potent, yeah.
Our grand finale. So, the dessert, this sorbet is called ratafia. Ratafia, fia in Venetian dialect
Ratafia.
means breath. So this is supposed to be a dessert that helps you catch your breath.
Or pick you up, or give you
Pick
life.
you up.
Oh,
Catch your
okay.
breath.
Yes.
So you have the coffee that picks you up, the rum that brings you down, so you
And
get a
somehow-
good balance, and somehow you stay afloat. And you survive for the rest of the meal until you go home and you go to
and
sleep.
then you pass
That's
out
it.
anyway.
And you pass out.
After
It's
all
a
the yummy
perfect
foods.
finale. Just the little bit of energy you need to get home.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
But
this
will
sorbet.
not keep you up the whole night.
What's the white on top? You know what that is?
Little cream.
Just cream, but it hardens a little bit on the.
Cream, coffee, rum. It's very nice, actually.
It's nice rum. It's
Nice
smooth.
balance.
Yeah.
Nice
I wouldn't
balance
know
of
there
flavors.
was actual alcohol in
Yes,
this.
but there is.
That's fantastic. I thought I wasn't going to eat another mouthful. Here I go.
Wait a second. Wait
You
until
have fed
tomorrow
me all day.
Wait until tomorrow morning. Just show you Rialto.
But you know, go to Rialto. You know, I want a cruise ship. There's a lot of food on that too. So
I know.
after we leave you tomorrow, it's like, all right. Well, it was great. It was.
You
great.
have a miserable
I
job.
do. I'll get a good night's sleep, and we'll have a good day tomorrow. Thanks.
Oh, fuck it, I don't do it anymore.
Well, you should always have.
It's a new day, and we're on our way to the Rialto market, probably one of the best markets, and definitely most popular ones. First stop we're going to do is one of my all-time favorite places to go. It's a cheese shop. Well, actually, it's cheese and meats. And we're heading there because later on, when we go make our own cicchetti at Enrica's beautiful kitchen, we'll need our own ingredients. So that's what we're here for. Then her veggie stand. Look at those big round cucumbers. We get some, and finally get some bread.
I know.
Before we go back to make our own, Enrica wants me to see this last place, which is her all-time favorite. She says this is the real way it began, when people would just pop out for a quick bite.
So they look really good. I'm going to try that one.
Yeah, try. That's the very traditional Sardines savor,
Yeah,
one
I
of
know
really
that.
Venice's most known dishes.
Sardines are very big in Italy.
Well, it depends on the seasons, you know, when you fish them. But these, the
God.
sardine is one of the best fishes in the world, but it has to be really, really fresh.
That's completely different than a sardine you get in the can, but with the breading makes it so, takes away that extra saltiness that
Yes.
it might have. The onions are so sweet. And this, you said, what is this, a raisin?
Raisins. Yes.
I should get more sweet.
Yes.
Really good.
This is the bacala, so the dried cod, which gets regenerated, and then you treat it like if it was a mayonnaise. So you slowly add oil, and it
makes a nice little paste. That's pretty strong
I'll have
taste
the one
to
with the
that one.
mortadella. I love mortadella. But you will see, when we go home and we make them, you will see that you can make cicchetti with anything, you know? It's a really nice way.
So you just kind of find things that you have around the house and put them together. And what kind of mushroom is on this one? Is that
That's a porcino. This is a chanterelle.
Oh, that's a mushroom too. Oh, I thought it was a nut.
No, they're both two different wild mushrooms.
It's hard to get it all in one go. You get little different flavors happening.
You need to bite into it.
That was delicious. And this ham is Parma, or what is this one?
This is, no, this is the pancetta.
That's
Pancetta rotolata.
It's not the daintiest food to eat, but it's very good.
The what? The healthiest.
Daintiest. Know what dainty means?
No.
Dainty means like just proper, like it falls apart and it's,
Oh.
it's messy. Is what I mean.
So you see how different these cicchetti are from the ones we had yesterday. And then everybody has its own style. It could also just be a prawn, a deep fried prawn, and people eat it like this. Or it could be a little cube of mortadella with pickled onion, and you put it in a toothpick and you eat it like this. So it's, you can really make cicchetti with anything, but it's very important that you choose good ingredients. And this is what is going pretty wrong now in Venice. Is a lot of these backers don't put enough attention to the quality of the ingredients that they use.
I enjoy that these are all on these crostinis like this, on
Yes.
the French bread, as opposed to what we had. We had one yesterday that had that
The biscuit.
The biscuit, and it was
Yeah.
a little bit too much for the
exactly.
what it was.
Because the
something
savory
different.
biscuit was too cheesy,
Yeah.
so it killed a bit
Yeah,
the quail.
exactly. Yeah, we didn't taste the quail
Yes.
in that one. I mean, it was lovely. It looked beautiful,
Yes.
but it didn't have that same.
Yes.
This is excellent.
Well-
You get really intense flavors. The bread's not overpowering it
No.
at all. It's just there to hold it together.
Yes, exactly.
So it's perfect. This is great.
Final stop, Soya and me heading back to Enrica's studio kitchen, and here we're going to set up all those wonderful things we got. The unusual cucumbers, the fresh bread, all these Italian meats and cheeses for our very own cicchetti I'm going to learn to make.
So how do we put them together? Now, that's really going to be up to you. So imagine you decide to want to make 2 cicchetti with mortadella. So you take a slice, because it's a very big slice, the wheel, you saw
It's
the
huge.
size of it, it's
I couldn't
huge.
believe that. I've never seen it like that.
So you cut it in, break it with your hand.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, exactly.
That's usually what I like to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So you put a piece of mortadella on each slice of bread. Maybe a little bit more, be a little bit generous. I have a detto. If you're
More than
generous,
this one?
if you're generous with food, food is going to be generous back to you. So
Good idea.
the more, the better.
So you want more on
So
that
you can
one?
put a tiny bit more, yeah.
I would think that you'd want to put something that would hold the food together or on it. Like, so
Yes,
that would
like
be
the
like that
mushrooms,
soft.
otherwise they're going to slide out.
They would. So I would put.
But
the
you
little
want,
cheese.
exactly, you put a little bit of this soft cheese.
Because as you said, it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, but it's the consistency. Whoops.
Whoops.
See, that's not a good cicchetti maker, am I? Okay. This is why you're teaching me.
That's my job.
That's a
darling.
very good job.
Okay. Now you can take
It's
a
a
couple
messy
of mushrooms
cicchetti.
and you put, okay, not
That's
too
good.
much, because again these
Too
are
much
wild
flavor.
mushrooms.
Yes, they're
you know,
strong,
they have
strong.
flavor. Otherwise you're going to kill the mortadella.
Looks good already. Yeah.
Okay,
And then,
that's it.
okay.
Okay, now let's go
Is good.
into salami. Salami is
So this
quite
is
fat,
fatty.
heavy. So you want to balance it with something which is
Fresh. And
Fresh.
so I would use the cucumber.
exactly. We could think of adding stronger cheese, so this matured cows.
This cheese would be
Yes.
very nice. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We've made so many with such incredible flavors, and the best part, we get to try them all.
I'm going to try your vegetarian one. I like the idea with the buffalo ricotta, the sun-blashed tomatoes.
Oh yeah. The tomato is perfect on that one. Do you do a lot of vegetarian types? It's easy to do here. You got.
It's not easy talking with your mouth full.
No,
What is this cheese again? That's so good.
it's called Montasio. Montasio Vecchio.
Montasio Vecchio.
Off camera, I'll tell you what the Venetians call it.
This was such a great lesson, and I've eaten so well since I've met you.
Thank
Just
you,
yesterday.
Zita.
Have we had a bunch of amazing hours together? It's
Fantastic. It has been really great to meet you.
been you too. Well,
Okay.
thanks for showing me the real Venice. It's just fabulous. Thank you.
Salute.